What's up, everyone? This is Connor. Just wanted to bring another post to you for the Show Me 4x4 YouTube page. We're out here at Chris's again. Today is February 5th. It's a Saturday. We're going to be working on the final bolt check on Chris's rig for the Outlaw race at Hawk Pride next weekend. And then probably going to do a little bit of work on my truck too. Going to get the wheel bearings on and try to get the front tires back on. The truck sitting on its own weight. Going to try to get as much coverage as we can. I think our last video was a success. Thanks for the new 5 followers on our YouTube page, so I'm real proud of that. So follow along. We have Before we get to working on any vehicles today, we're mounting a different TV so we can watch the live feed of the 4400 race in King of the Hammers today. Chris is mounting the wall mount currently. Caitlin's here. This is my wife, Caitlin. For those who know her already, and for those who don't, that's who she is, a little short redhead. Using some lag bolts right now.
Finishing lap 1, heading out for 2 more rock laps.
Well, that was a success. Took 2 people, but we got it. We're in business. Let's go MWAC. Woo! All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take out this old seal. Best way I found to do it is use a flat blade and a hammer, come on the edge, and work your way around. All right, so now we got the old seal out. We have new seal, inner and outer bearings, and bearing grease. These ones were purchased back in 2017, but couldn't get them warranted. Race looks okay, but we're just gonna replace it while it's out. So now we're gonna repack the bearings. Probably gonna hang on to the race, but Chris, I got that seal out without the seal puller. Yeah. Alrighty, so there's that. You do want to take some brake clean and clean off the assembly lube because that doesn't mix very well with bearing grease itself. And then, Chris is sticking stuff in my face. So we'll get these packed, put in. We'll throw the new seal in, and then we're gonna get the hubs on and the truck's sitting on its own weight. So the race looks like it's in pretty good condition. I just put that in last year or 2 years ago, so I'm not gonna replace them. So what I do is I take the new bearing and I slide it on just to verify it's gonna fit on the shoulder. It should just slide right on, just to verify. That's gonna work great. We'll get that lubed up or packed, put in, find a piece of wood, we'll install the new seal. Take a big old handful of grease. Don't be afraid to get dirty at this point. Just make sure your hands are somewhat clean. And then what I do is I roll first. Done is, see this line here? You kind of drag the grease into the palm of your hand and pack it into that crevice there. See how there's a difference between this side and that side? And you'd be surprised how much grease these bearings will actually hold. All right, so ready to put the seal in. You want to make sure that you have the seal facing the right direction. So there's a spring on one side right here. You can see on the inside there. That goes towards the inside. And you have this on the outside here. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put it spring side down. Try to get it somewhat flat where you're going to start it. And then you get something flat. I use a block of wood. Normally I use a 4x4, but we got a 2x6 here. Then start with a hammer on one side, and we just watch it as it's going down. Make sure it's going down straight. And then right there. Now, these are nice and even all the way around, just like that. Right, so our bearings facing the right direction, seals sit facing the right direction. Now the hub is ready to go onto the spindle. A little bit. We'll probably circle back to this and double check that the bearings are tight, probably after the first trip out, or maybe drive it up and down the street a couple times and disassemble this and look at it, or at least take the wheel off and shake it around and see if it's loose. So now we're putting this keeper on first before I put those down. So fold those little keepers down just so it doesn't kind of offset itself from being flush against that other nut. We're going to use our screwdriver and hammer, and we're going to fold those fingers down. Those folding down the nut, which looks like it's doing pretty good. And then once that's down, we're gonna give this outer one some taps with the screwdriver and hammer until it stops moving. Right there is how you set up new spindle bearings and hub bearings on a Dana 60. And what I'll probably do is when we get the truck home, or the next time we're here, I'll bring my actual spindle nut socket and we'll torque it down. Okay, so we didn't get much recorded this weekend, but it was real busy. A little recap is we went through and we did a nut and bolt check on the whole rig. We checked all the heims, we checked all the limiting straps, shock bolts, bump stops. We had to refill the nitrogen in the bump stops. Chris put some new stickers on it this week. You got them all clear coated so they don't come off as easy. Tink-Tink Racing. We also installed his new fire extinguishers. Got 2 on this one with the quick release mounts. And then he's just about ready for racing. They're leaving Thursday to go to Hawk Pride. Spare tires still holding there, so that's good. I got my wheels and tires on my truck. Still gotta buy my my drive slugs for the front axle, but she's on her own weight. First time in a couple months. Got her wiped down a little bit. So it was a successful weekend. Right? Wasn't too bad. I think it's gonna be a good week, short week. Chris and them will make it out to was it Alabama? Yep. So Hawk Pride in Alabama. I'll try to get as much, videos and news as I can as it goes. We won't be there, but I know some people that will, and they do record some good videos. So maybe we'll get a recap of what happened there. So we wish you luck, Chris.
Thank you.
So I'm sure we'll hear all about it next week or the week after next. But next week we have a wedding, and I'll try to get some stuff done on my truck and see if we can share it with you guys. And that's all we got this week for Show Me 4x4. So get on the trail. Bye.